I come to the Senate floor once again to urge my colleagues to act on extending the production tax credit for wind, otherwise known as the PTC. If we let the production tax credit, the PTC, expire in the next 18 days, we literally have 18 days left before it does expire, that expiration has the potential to cost our economy thousands of good-paying middle-class jobs, and we just can't let that happen. Tens of thousands of Americans who work in the wind industry are depending on us to extend this important credit, and in doing so, save jobs and encourage investment in more states like my state of Colorado and the presiding officer's state of New Mexico. If we fail to extend the PTC, we risk jeopardizing not only our economic growth, but also our capacity, our potential, our ability to continue leading the world in the development and use of clean energy technology. I've come to the floor over 25 times to talk on this subject, and each time I do, I highlight a different state and what the PTC has done to encourage economic growth. And today, I'm really pleased to be able to talk about the great state of New Mexico, the presiding officer's state, whose wind resources rank 10th in the United States. And New Mexico is an impressive example of how wind can be harnessed to create good-paying jobs, support local communities, and produce American-grown power. I want to speak specifically about various areas in New Mexico. New Mexico has 8 counties with wind projects, as you can see from the map here, and the largest one is the New Mexico Wind Energy Center. It straddles Quay County and Tobacco County, which is located in the east central part of the state over in this area here. And this is a really impressive project. The presiding officer knows this. It's his home state. It opened in 2003. It has 136 turbines, and it produces 200 megawatts of power. It's located 170 miles south of Albuquerque, and it produces enough electricity to power 95,000 New Mexico homes, which is almost half of all the homes powered by wind in the state. So this is an impressive project. I know the presiding officer's probably visited it, knows it firsthand. In terms of jobs, wind farms employ 500 New Mexicans around the state. And these are really good paying jobs. And when we've seen all across the country that investment in wind power is really an investment in the middle class, and it's support for what makes our country great, and that is we build our economy from the middle out. And these jobs are found across the ledger, if you will, in operations, maintenance, construction, and manufacturing, as well as many support sectors. Of course, we know when you have a fundamental core business like this, it creates a ripple effect, and you have a lot of other small businesses that take root. New Mexico, and I don't have to tell the presiding officer, but I'm going to tell him anyway, has 2 outstanding senators who are outstanding leaders, Senators Bingaman and Tom Udall. And those 2 senators have championed the renewable energy sector, and they understand the significance of the production tax credit. And I particularly want to mention Senator Bingaman. He's the chairman of the Energy and Natural Resources Committee. He's continued to press the Congress on the need to extend the PTC, and I know we're going to see a package come forward that will have other clean energy tax credits in it. And I'm a member of the Energy Committee as well. I have that great honor, and I really want to tell all of us in the country that we're going to lose a renewable energy champion when Senator Bingaman retires in just a few weeks. Now let me turn back to the potential in New Mexico for wind energy development. As I understand it, the state's capacity means that if we fully develop the wind resource in New Mexico, we could provide nearly 75 times New Mexico's current electricity needs. That's an enormous number. That's why we need, by the way, a grid upgrade, because when New Mexico harvests all that wind, we're going to send that wind to places like Tucson and Phoenix, probably into Texas, maybe all the way to the West Coast. So let me, Mr. President, turn back to, again, the need to extend this tax credit. If we don't extend it, and again, we have just over 2 weeks to extend it, we risk not only losing jobs, but the momentum that we've developed towards achieving true energy security and economic growth. And already, because of the inaction in the Congress over this last year, we've seen Americans laid off in the wind energy industry. Clean energy plays a crucial role in creating new jobs in electricity production. We just can't risk losing more good-paying American jobs. Some studies suggest if we let the PTC expire, we're going to lose half the wind energy industry. We would fall from 75,000 jobs to something on the order of 37,000 jobs. This is just not acceptable. We can't let the production tax credit expire. We need to pass it as soon as possible. It's just this simple. The PTC equals jobs. We need to pass it as soon as possible. Think about countries like China and Germany. They're continuing to expand their wind industries and the renewable energy sectors. If we don't support our wind energy industry here in the wind manufacturing facilities, we're effectively offshoring and exporting those jobs. Our global competitors aren't hesitating. They're encouraging wind power development, and they know the longer we fail to act, literally the more wind they can steal from our sails. So enough is enough. This is an American industry. It needs to continue to be an American industry, but we risk everything, literally everything, if we let the PTC lapse in 18 days. So let's focus on this Made in America potential. Through it, we can obtain energy independence, we can ensure energy security, and we keep jobs in New Mexico and Colorado, Minnesota, New York, every state in our great country. So let's not wait any longer. Let's continue to build this clean energy economy right here in the United States. And Mr. President, let's do it today. The PTC equals jobs. Let's pass it as soon as possible.